Hey everybody, welcome back to RGR Football on YouTube. This is Daniel Harms, for those of you that don't know me. And right here at the bottom right of your screen, there's a button for those of you that are new that says subscribe. Go ahead and hit that button and you'll be able to go through everything that Ryan and I have done for the past couple months and everything that Ryan's done over the course of the last few years on RGR Football. And then next to that bell notification. You can get up-to-date notifications on every video that goes up when it goes up. If you want to go ahead and do that, click that now. And, if you like this video, please go ahead and hit that like button. It helps both Ryan and I figure out what you guys like, if this is, good enough work for you, the fans. And that's really what it comes down to. What we all want to do is produce good content for you guys. So hit that like button. That will definitely help me out a lot. Camp just wrapped up for the Chiefs on Saturday, and I think that we've done a few things about the backup positions, running backs, defensive ends. I could just go ahead and keep talking about that, but the season's coming up. I think it's time for us to get a little bit hyped about the quarterback, obviously Patrick Mahomes. You can never have too much Patrick Mahomes in your life, and I think that this is a perfect time to go ahead and get everyone a little bit more hyped up. Focusing on some things that Patrick Mahomes is definitely been working on that he will improve on this year, and then just revel in the glory and awesomeness that is Patrick Mahomes and things that he can do on a football field that not many people in the NFL can do or have been able to do before him. And I think that this has worked pretty well. I know it's only been one time, so let's go ahead and just watch some of these plays that Patrick Mahomes has. And this is probably one of my absolute favorites of all time. I think watching Anthony Sherman run any route, especially a wheel route, and catch a touchdown with a touch pass over a linebacker is just one of the single greatest things that has graced the NFL. Watching him run, it's actually kind of funny watching him run. His legs just don't move the same as everybody else does. He's just this short guy out there running, and he gets so underappreciated by a lot of fans across the NFL. But he's probably one of the best fullbacks in the NFL, and probably the most versatile in terms of all the different positions that he knows. He's an emergency quarterback, so he's such a fun guy, and I think this just shows all the kinds of things that he likes to do and can do. And obviously, we can't talk about Patrick Mahomes' throws without seeing him do some of the crazy stuff that he does outside the pocket. Just the incredible awareness to try to make guys go one way, go the other, keep his eyes downfield, and throw what ended up being only a 4-yard touchdown pass to Chris Conley in the corner of the end zone. And this is what, like a 20-yard touchdown throw right here? No, 19, just about 19. So it ends up being only 4 because that's where they were on the field. But all the things that he does to make these things happen, it's just awesome to watch over again. I just love watching them. And then obviously, who can forget the snow game from this last year? Mahomes' footwork in the snow is really kind of impressive, taking all those short steps just to get a 2-point conversion. He's doing all this just to get Sammy Watkins open for a 2-point conversion. This isn't a touchdown. This is just him making defenders fall and miss, and making Von Miller miss at the end there, which is always fun. As a Chiefs fan, man, he's just so much fun to watch. He can move in the pocket. He can do whatever he wants, making sure that no one's behind him. So this is just a lot of fun. Then we're going to just revel at his deep accuracy because it's so impressive. When he sets, he gets his footwork down properly. He's just able to drop a football in wherever he wants to, whenever he wants to at any point in time. Got a safety closing in over the top, man coverage underneath, and then he just plops this to Travis Kelce for a great touchdown. He's just so impressive. Then, let's just sit back and watch Patrick Mahomes run the football better than Lamar Jackson really quick. That head fake is always going to get me. And I've just never been able to truly appreciate how, he's able to just stop right there and say, guess what? I'm about to make this guy miss by looking behind me, and then he just does it. So the determination to get in the end zone here, knowing that he's got time left on the clock. If he wants to, he can go out of bounds, but he's like, no, I'm going to go get the touchdown because that's what I do. He's such a great quarterback, and being able to match that with greatness off the field is just, it's, Chiefs fans' prayers have been answered with this quarterback, I tell you what. So let's go ahead and jump in. And I think that we want to talk a little bit about the things that Mahomes can do to get just a smidge better. We're not talking about huge things because he's already really great, but cleaning up some things here and there, and he will be the undisputed best quarterback in the NFL. There's a lot of talk, Russell Wilson, being better than him in some areas, and I get that. Russell Wilson's a phenomenal quarterback. He's probably got the prettiest deep ball in the NFL, and that's nothing against Patrick Mahomes. He's just been doing it a long time. This is going into Patrick's third year as a starter, fourth year overall. So we're going to focus in on this play right here. And Mecole Hardman's here in the reduced split in a stack formation here with Sammy Watkins. This is just to allow Sammy to get a free release, not have to get bodied on the line of scrimmage. They did this a lot against the Lions. The Lions played really good man coverage, especially press man against the Chiefs, and it forced a lot of some issues without Tyreek on the field. So this is just going to be kind of like a corner or a slant route. He's just going to carry down the field, and that's all it is. If you just watch Patrick Mahomes, you can see that he's not he just doesn't step into the throw. That's all. I think that if he stepped up into the pocket here, which he does have enough time to, then this throw becomes an accurate throw. Initially, when I was watching this game, in week 4, I thought that this was a route that wasn't run crisply by Mecole Hardman. I thought it was a wrong route. I thought he didn't run it deep enough, and so that was a throw on from Mahomes to Hardman. I thought that was the issue. Instead, for me, I've gone back through and I've seen quite a few of Mahomes off-platform throws, and they can be inaccurate. That's one of the biggest knocks on him coming out, was that he throws a lot of these off-balance, off-footwork type throws where he doesn't set, he doesn't go through them, and they can be inaccurate. That's all it is. It's not a big deal. Obviously, the Chiefs ended up winning this game because Patrick Mahomes was great. The final drive, be able to get down the field and go score a touchdown. And this should have been a big play. You've got Mecole Hardman on one-on-one with a cornerback across the middle of the field. This should be an easy big throw right here if he just sets his feet, gets into it, and throws it downfield. So it's just, like I said, it's minor tweaks. This isn't anything crazy we're talking about. Obviously, he's still going to have these off-platform throws. That's just kind of a part of him now. And it's about mitigating when you have to and when you don't have to. I don't think he had to there. He had a clean pocket to step up. So that's all it is. It's just a little here, step up, and then make an accurate throw, which he had time to do. Some of his decision-making is definitely still a work in progress, reading defenses. Like he made a point last year to say he still has trouble reading defenses. And this play here is to Demarcus Robinson at the bottom of your screen. He's going to kind of run a shallow dig. So he's going to come up and just run across the middle of the field. And again, it's against press man coverage. It's not – if you can play press man coverage well and screw up timing in this Chiefs offense, you can actually have a lot of success. And it's, these two videos really kind of can show that, especially in this decision-making clip. I don't think that Mahomes had the best ideas here, but, it happens. He's going to make some mistakes. We're not all perfect. I know we all want to think we are at times, but Patrick does make some mistakes, and it's going to be, again, kind of a forced issue. The right defensive end down here is going to come screaming off the edge, and he's going to get to him. The linebacker, not the edge. I apologize. They did a little stunt there, and that's going to force Mahomes to throw this ball when he didn't really want to, and it's going to get picked off across the middle. And I don't see Mahomes doing this all the time. It's not going to be all the time either, because he doesn't typically throw a lot of interceptions, just because they're so good at mitigating problems. But you see this linebacker, the stunt comes around, and Mahomes probably had time to step up and out of the pocket here. And instead he throws this to Demarcus Robinson, and it's not a good idea. He's got the defender underneath and very close to a guy who doesn't run as fast as a Mecole Hardman, Sammy Watkins, Tyreek Hill. And that's the biggest problem. Robinson doesn't create enough separation over the middle for him to throw this football. I think that there may have been right here a time where he thought that he had it, but again, you look at everyone over the field. There's nobody open. Everyone's got somebody close, but you've got time to step up here and kind of find something. And we saw this as the season went along. he's getting better at stepping up into the pocket, reading some of these defensive things, and finding other ways to make plays. And this interception really shouldn't have happened. So, like I said, just little tiny things. Decision making is going to come a long way with his ability to read a defense. What he sees pre-snap is going to help even more determine what he's doing in the play of itself. So, a guy like Demarcus Robinson is not going to create a lot of separation. He's just not as fast over the middle. That's little nitpicky stuff. Like I said, these two things aren't, crazy things that happen all the time. Now we get to see Patrick Mahomes in his element, being awesome, because that's what he does. He's just awesome. And this is a prime example of just sheer unadulterated accuracy and anticipation. If you watch him right here, he's going to step up and he wants to throw this ball now. Instead, he sees that he's got Kelce coming back around against man coverage, and he can make this throw accurately and allow him time to not force a throw that's not there. And that's what I really like to see from Patrick. We saw, like I said, the decision-making right here. He can't really throw this football, but he waits a second, knows that Travis Kelce is going to be coming around on this throw right here. And I don't think I did a very good job of showing you that, guys. I apologize. Here we go. We'll just go ahead and get into it again so I can show you truly what we're talking about. Travis Kelce right here. Yeah, he's got man coverage because the Texans tried to mix some things up here and there and try to really throw the Chiefs through a little bit. He's just going to kind of almost do an out and up, but instead he's going to come back around. And that's against man coverage with a guy like Travis Kelce. You don't really want to do that. He's going to be able to get open all the time. And like this throw is just beautiful to watch. I know that, some of these things can be difficult to see, especially from this wide out angle, but the anticipation that he threw this ball for a 28-yard gain and then getting to see Travis Kelce get body some guys at the end is always fun to watch. The Texans are going to be the Chiefs' first matchup coming out of this entire offseason break, and they hung 51 on them in the last game. So I think that we're going to get to see some animosity. I think that the Chiefs are still going to put up a lot of points against the Texans. So it should be a lot of fun. I think Travis will still have a very, very big game. Let's see here. What do we got? All right. So a little bit more, some things that he can work on. But at the end of the day, this is Patrick Mahomes at his finest. And I think, if you watch Damian Williams here at the bottom of your screen, he's just going to run out and be in the flat. Sammy's running deep down the field, which he does a lot of those kind of things. And if you watch both, Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce, they're kind of running all middling routes to the middle of the field. And that's, Patrick can sometimes get a little bit tunnel vision on them. And they're their best players on the offense. And I can totally understand wanting to go to Travis Kelce or Tyreek Hill whenever you get that chance. But sometimes, if you watch Damian Williams here, this is where I think that he can see a little bit of improvement, maybe check down a little bit more often than he's willing to. Travis comes across formation and do the same thing. He's still going in the middle of the field. And that's the thing is, you got Damian Williams out here and Tyreek and Travis Kelce both uncovered. Both covered. So this is forcing him to kind of be patient with the football. He holds on to it a little bit too long. And that's not a problem because he's able to get out and then make a great play to Tyreek down the field. And then the outcome of that play was predicated because Mahomes' ability to get outside of the pocket and on broken plays and make huge plays out of nothing. And that's just who he is. That's one of the big reasons the Chiefs took a risk on him, that they saw his ability to get out of the pocket and make off-platform throws accurately down the field at most of the time. So this is still him being incredibly and just incredible in general. This is a little bit inaccurate. He's on the run. What are you going to do? He's on the run. It's not really a huge deal. So I just would like to see him check down a little bit more quicker so he's not having to, be forced to run outside of the pocket and possibly get hit. You give Damian Williams the ball here at 15 yards with the nearest defender. I think that he's going to be able to make some guys miss and still get a first down at least. So like I said, little tiny things, but at the end of the day, this is still Patrick Mahomes being who he is at quarterback. And I don't ever want to tell him to not be this. I'm just saying, I think that you can mix in a little bit more quick check down stuff, especially with a team that's not blitzing or playing all that much spy here in the Titans. So yeah, he's still incredible, does what he does, and that's not going to change. He's still going to make those plays. He's still incredible. And then, we get to see his evolution in being even more effective. This is probably one of the more impressive things that I saw from Patrick Mahomes. I think I'm going to slow it down a little bit here. He's got nobody open right here. The 49ers did a great job of playing exceptional cover 3 defense. But yeah, there's not one person open. But there's a lot of room here for him to make something happen. And that's what he made this great improvement in the playoffs. And then you're going to see him. I'm going to come back here a little bit. I think. All right, here we go. So if you watch Patrick Mahomes through this whole time, he's obviously moving out to his left, and then Sammy Watkins is coming with him. And this is going to allow him to manipulate that defender that's in the middle of them, because obviously he makes a bunch of throws everywhere on the field. And I think that, that ability to manipulate defenders on the move and make, those kind of plays are what's going to allow him to be even more impactful in games and take those running yards like Alex Smith was so good at doing. He's adapted that to his ability to play on offense, and it's made him even more dangerous. And that's when you think about it, being even more impactful like this, especially on plays like third down, say it's third and long, he's able to get outside of the pocket and make 10 plus yards on third down, making him even more effective on third down. Speaking of third down, if you guys didn't see, my last piece on Arrowhead, guys, was on third down of Patrick Mahomes, who obviously is great. And this was something that I mentioned, being able to get outside of the pocket, not just make plays with your arm, but your legs make you even more, a double threat. Like obviously Lamar Jackson's a great dual threat quarterback. He's still able to get the ball downfield because they run the ball so well, but he's got that ability to get outside and make you pay with his legs. And Patrick Mahomes is starting to use his athleticism more. I think he's an underrated athlete. We saw obviously in the Titans game with that huge run that he had, the ability to make big plays with his feet. And I think that's going to be what takes him to this, efficiency from an efficiency standpoint on third down, even a more polished decision maker on third down and everything like that. So yeah, he's an incredible guy to watch, and being able to see all these different things that he does with his legs, with his arms, and, taking a little bit here and there just to tweak. And he's going to be even better than he was last year, and possibly even better than he was his rookie year with all of the touchdowns that he had and over 5,000 yards. So, this is just the beginning for him. If we think about it in the grand scheme of things, he's going into his third year as the starter, and he's already got a Super Bowl. He's got a Super Bowl MVP, regular season MVP, and we just have to see what he's going to continue to do to get better. The sky's the limit for this guy. We don't know what it is because we've never seen anything like this before. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. It's always fun for me to talk about Patrick Mahomes, anything Chiefs. And go ahead and hit that like button. You can find me at Arrowhead Guys, and obviously here at RGR Football with everything that I do. So thank you very much. Hope you guys have a great day.
Thanks for watching this video from the team at RGR Football. Click these videos to see more and subscribe to RGR Football.